What's going on, guys? It's your boy Crane here, bringing you another League of Legends gameplay, and this one is actually featuring Kassadin, which is actually... Yeah, thank you, Kassadin. Which is actually one of my favorite champions in this game. So, Kassadin, as you can see here, this little black dude over here that looks like Cthulhu, the little purple octopus dude that lives under the world. So, Kassadin, obviously, mid lane caster, is actually a pretty weak caster until he reaches level 6. I'm gonna explain his abilities in just a sec. So, for Kassadin, I start with the boots and tripods. I'm playing with a LeBlanc, a Rammus, jungle Rammus, Jan as a support, Ashe, and myself. And we are against a Graves, a Warwick, a Ryze, a Veigar, and a Sona. So, pretty good team comes in the both teams. But the weird thing is, Ashe is actually solo topping in our team. So that's actually pretty weird because you normally would like your support and your AD carry to go in bottom lane so they can farm really well. And LeBlanc, that is actually a AP carry, needs the levels a lot more, so she should be solo top. But LeBlanc said she wanted to go bot, so we'll see how this turns out in the game. So yeah, we help Ramos get his. We're gonna help Ramos over here get his wolves, and then we're gonna help him get blue. So a pretty good leash by our team, pretty decent level. The only bad thing is that Ashe is not here, so Ashe is all by herself top lane. So if we get invaded, we are gonna die so fucking fast that it's not even gonna matter. So yeah, we're just waiting for the wolves to spawn. We need someone to hit them first. There you go. Now I'm gonna hit one creep, gonna hit them again, and we're gonna go here for blue. Ramos, meanwhile, is just gonna finish these guys while the wolves chase this Janna. Janna with her passive can actually escape a little bit easier. Ramos did a pretty bad job right there at killing the wolves, but it's not really gonna matter. I'm just gonna leash this blue over here. We're gonna wait until Ramos gets to this bush so I can leash. I'm actually missing a little bit of creeps against this Veigar over here, but it's gonna be okay. I mean, I'm just gonna leash this blue. There you go. There goes the leash, and now I'm gonna go mid lane and I'm gonna farm. There was some pretty good kills on both top and bottom lane, but I'm just gonna focus on this lane over here, this middle lane. So Kassadin, what does Kassadin do? His Q is Null Sphere. Kassadin fires a Void Ball, dealing 80 plus 4 damage and silencing the target for 1 second. So this is his basic dealing damage spell, and it's actually a silence, so it's a pretty good spell. The thing with Kassadin is he's actually a melee caster, so while he's farming, he needs to farm at melee range. So casters like Veigar and other casters can just harass him from outside, but this Veigar is not doing this at this moment. So what I'm gonna do in this matchup is, I know Veigar is gonna try to hit me with Baleful Strikes and with Dark Matters, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to get close, hit him with a couple Null Spheres, so I can tear him down a little bit so he can farm. So I'm gonna try to zone him with Kassadin, which is actually something you don't really want to do that often. Here he's gonna hit me with a Dark Matter, and that's gonna do a lot of damage. I need to be a little bit more careful, trying to dodge. As you can see, I started with boots, tripods, so I'm gonna have to pop one of my potions right there. Because yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta use your potions wisely, because I have seen so many people not use their potions when they have them. So there goes another Null Sphere. And meanwhile, I'm gonna explain the other Kassadin skills. His double skill is Nether Blade. It's actually a pretty cheap skill. It only costs 25 mana at max range, so it doesn't go up in mana. It gives him a passive and an active. The passive is Kassadin's basic attack, draw energy from Void, restoring 8 mana each hit. If the target is an enemy champion, the mana restores the strip light to 24. And the active is Kassadin charges his Nether Blade for 5 seconds, causing his basic attack to deal an additional 30 magic damage. So it's actually his mana restorer. But Kassadin, a caster that wastes a lot of mana due to his ultimate, so he needs this passive. This passive actually synergizes very well with all of his skills. His heal skill is Force Pulse. Kassadin draws energy from spell casting in his vicinity, gaining charge whenever a spell is cast near or pumping, reaching 6 charges. Kassadin uses the Force Void and deals damage, so you need to charge this with 6 spells, either are yours, Veigar's, or any other champion in the game. So it's not that hard to charge once you get into teamfights, but once you're alone in lane, it's actually pretty hard to charge. So you need to use it really wisely if you're gonna use it. Meanwhile, I'm just zoning Veigar. He can really farm right now. As you can see, I'm at 13 minion kills and he's at 9, so I'm actually winning, even though I'm a melee champ and he's a ranged champ. So what actually makes Kassadin what he is, what makes him really good, not only in lane but also ganking lanes, is his Rift Walk. His Rift Walk ultimate. Kassadin teleports to a nearby location, dealing 60 damage and surrounding enemy units. Additionally, each subsequent Rift Walk within the next 8 seconds costs 100 additional mana and deals more damage. So it's actually a free flash, and it deals damage too, and the more you use it, the more damage it does. Granted, it also scales off of mana, so the more you use it, the more mana you waste. I'm just gonna fire an old sphere. It's actually doing a lot of damage since I maxed this first. Null Sphere level 3, and I actually have my Force Pool level 2. So yeah, I'm actually level 5. Once I get my Rift Walk, I can start to kill this Veigar. As you can see, I'm just gonna flash in there, use my Force Pulse, use my Ignite, and that's actually gonna finish off this Veigar. So I escaped that pretty safely, and I didn't even have my ultimate. So I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna back out. I shouldn't be standing here while I'm backing out because this is actually a pretty dangerous position. I've done this in many games, and that's a mistake I do often in my games. So meanwhile, Ryze versus Ashe, this is actually a bad matchup for Ashe because Ryze, he just can build tanky and really doesn't lose any damage because his skills actually scale off mana, so that's not a good lane. Meanwhile, over here, Rammus is gonna gank bottom lane. Sona Grave is one of the better lanes in the meta game right now. Janna LeBlanc is actually a pretty bad game. Ramos is gonna come in here. He has Red Bull, but it seems like he's gonna go out. Janna touching out a Clairvoyance over there just to get some vision. Meanwhile, in middle lane, I'm just gonna go back to farming, getting my creeps up, and actually doing not a good job at farming. I'm only at 16 million kills at the 6-minute mark, but I'm actually doing a pretty good damage. There goes the Rift Walk, then I'm gonna toss a Null Sphere, and I'm just gonna hit him with all attacks because he can't really do anything to me. There I'm just gonna hit him again and I'm gonna back out. So with just one combo, with just one Rift Walk and a couple of air attacks plus a Null Sphere, I actually did a lot, and I mean a lot of damage to that Veigar. So pretty good by me. I mean, I'm actually dominating this Veigar in lane. I'm not doing that great of a job on last hitting there. I'm gonna last hit with my Null Sphere because I knew my auto attack wasn't gonna be enough and I wanted that creep kill. I'm really doing a bad job, man. I'm losing all these creeps because I'm not that good of an AP caster. That's the role I really like to play. I play AP caster more than any other role in the game, but I'm not that good at last hitting, especially with Kassadin. I have gotten better since this game was played, but it's actually not that good. So yeah, meanwhile, other lane is still farming. Here comes Warwick, but he's not gonna be able to do anything. I'm just gonna Rift Walk away because Rift Walk is actually on a 5-second cooldown with no CDR, so I just can run away anytime I want, and I already have my Force Pulse charged up, and it's actually doing a decent damage. It's dealing 130, which is not that much, but my Null Sphere is actually doing 180, so those two plus the Rift Walk is actually doing a lot of damage. There goes the Rift Walk plus the Force Pulse and the Null Sphere. I'm gonna hit Veigar a couple times and I'm gonna back out. And since I already have this guy, this level up, I think I just put another point in my Null Sphere because it's dealing a lot of damage. If I can just walk in and try to hit this guy, he's actually gonna hit Warwick with Ashe is actually gonna hit Warwick with that with the arrow. If I had more mana, I would have used Rift Walk to try to kill that Veigar, but since I didn't have any mana, and I think Warwick is already level 6, I didn't want to risk it because one Veigar combo can actually kill me if he is like level 6, so I didn't want to risk it, getting Warwick ulted and then Veigar's son. So I will have him dead, so I didn't want to risk it. I just went back and hit the Warwick a couple times with my auto attack, forcing him to back out, and I'm just trying to restore my mana with here. So Kassadin's passive is actually something that gives him mana too, Void Stone. Kassadin takes 15% reduced damage, reduced magic damage, and transform this damage into bonus attack speed. It actually doesn't give him mana, it gives him attack speed. So the more he gets hit with magic damage, he actually gets more stuff. I mean attack speed. So yeah, here comes Ryze over here. Ryze is actually gonna switch with Veigar. Ramos over here is doing the blob buff. He's actually gonna give it to me. Here I come, I'm just gonna hit it with a Null Sphere. He actually uses his might. I'm gonna Rift Walk, auto attack, and then a Null Sphere, and that's gonna finish up the blue golem. Actually gonna get these kills. I'm gonna thank the Ramos obviously for giving me the blob buff. And yeah, as you can see, Veigar is sub, and Warwick is gonna ult on that Ashe. Let's see, yeah, he's gonna be able to finish the rope. So there was a kill in top lane, and meanwhile, in bottom lane, Janna was killed off by Sona, but LeBlanc managed to kill this Sona over here. Meanwhile, in middle lane, I just got a direct kill on that Ryze. Kassadin too strong once he starts to scale off. Actually, in bottom lane, another kill. Ramos went in and with LeBlanc, he killed that Graves over there. So I started with a boots and 3 pods, then I got my Sapphire Crystal and my Ruby Crystal, building into a Catalyst because I like to get Rod of Ages on Kassadin first because of his mana. And yeah, I think Veigar is actually heading off here, trying to kill me with one combo. So let's see how this turns out. I think I actually made a mistake. No, Veigar is still top lane, so this is not where I made a mistake. I made a couple of mistakes this game, but I'm actually dominating my lane. I'm 2-0, while Veigar is 0-1-1. And Ryze is actually 0-1, so I'm really dominating this lane over here versus my two contenders, the Veigar and the Ryze. I'm just gonna go back, grab my Catalyst. Meanwhile in bottom lane, LeBlanc porting back, Janet just getting into lane. Ashe over here is actually just warding these bushes and warding the river, so pretty good ward coverage right there. This Ashe actually died once, but that was because she got killed by Warwick. Ashe not that good of an escape. She can kite pretty well backwards, but when you have Warwick ult and Veigar's son, there's no way you were gonna get out of that gang. That's a really strong gang. The Warwick gangs are actually one of the stronger gangs in the game. Some people say Warwick is actually a pretty weak champion, but I actually consider him one of the best junglers there is. So here I think I'm just gonna charge my force pulse. I'm gonna go in this Ryze. Yeah, when I use my Rift Walk, I don't know why I didn't use my thing. Oh, there comes the Ashe, just missing by a barely bit. I think I didn't have mana to use my force pulse there. That's why I didn't use my full combo on him. I didn't have enough mana. I don't have my Nether Blade yet, so I cannot restore my damage. I mean my mana. Meanwhile, I'm just zoning this Ryze. I just hit him with a Null Spin and it does a lot of damage and it silences him, so he cannot snare me at all. So this is actually a pretty good matchup for me. I think the Veigar will actually be a little bit more useful against me because he can stun me and Ryze can only snare me, so yeah. Not a good thing by that Ryze. There you go, there goes another Null Sphere dealing a lot of damage. I think I can actually, if I get enough mana, I can actually just dive him right now, and I think I have enough mana. I just need to charge my Force Pulse once more, and I think I can dive this guy. Let's see if I'm gonna go for it. Let's see, I'm gonna go for it. There goes the thingy, the Force Pulse, and then I'm gonna Null Spirit for the kill. I didn't even take that much damage from the tower, even though he's near me, so I just Rift Walk in, use my Force Pulse, toss a Null Sphere, and that guy is dead. That guy has got no chance for survival. I didn't even need to use my Null Sphere. Another attack would have been just as good enough. And Ryze is saying, Kassadin buff please. Yeah, Kassadin is pretty strong in this current meta game. One of the better AP casters there is. I still think Cassiopeia and maybe Anivia are actually a little bit better. Maybe Annie, I don't know. But Kassadin is still one of the best AP casters. Actually my favorite caster in the game. Meanwhile bottom lane, just laning against these guys. LeBlanc's actually going in on this raid. Let's see if he's gonna be able to kill him. I'm gonna stun him, but it's not gonna be able to finish him off. Janet tossing a tornado right there. They're gonna just go back to farming. I don't know how much health they have due to the bug in their low rifle kind, but it's okay. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Meanwhile top lane, Ashe laning against this Veigar. She really should be dominating this lane. Ashe has 68 minion kills while Veigar has 53. They're almost equal in farm. I think they're actually pretty decent right now. Warwick trying to come in here, but I have that Rift Walk. I can just get out anytime I want. So Warwick ult really good, but not that good against me. I'm just tossing up a ward to have vision on Warwick. He's going up bot. I'm gonna ping that. Yeah, there you go. Every member of the team is actually gonna ping that. Meanwhile, this Ryze player can't really get near me because I will just throw a Null Sphere and kill him off. There you go. I'm not gonna throw the Null Sphere. I actually whiffed on that. I should have been able to throw a Null Sphere. He actually hit me with an overload, so I actually lost on that exchange. I'm gonna Rift Walk in, gonna throw a Null Sphere, and that does a lot of damage. You see how much that damage does? So what Kassadin does is he actually Rift Walks in, then uses his 4 pulse too slow because this is actually a slow. Null Sphere to silence so they cannot escape, and then by the time you use your Null Sphere, your Rift Walk is almost back out of cooldown and you still have Flash and Ignite, so yeah. Ryze is gonna try to exchange with me right now, but I'm just too strong at this point. I'm just gonna throw a Null Sphere, hit him with a couple of auto attacks, use my Ignite, and he is dead. Yeah, he can't do anything to me at this point. That was actually a really bad play by that Ryze player over there, because I obviously can't kill him. He knew I had Ignite, he knew I had my Rift Walk, so he shouldn't have stand there and try to kill me. I'm just gonna use my Rift Walk to try to push this lane. I'm just gonna push this lane and go back. I think I'm gonna get my... Oh, actually, I'm gonna get this tower for the 150 gold, so I can start ganking some lanes, and then I'm gonna try to get my Road of Ages. So yeah, just gonna farm these minions, push my lane, then gonna go get my Road of Ages, and I think I'm gonna go gank bot next, so we'll see that. Actually, Ramos is gonna give me my blue buff right now, so here comes Warwick, but I think I'm just gonna back off. Yeah, I'm gonna scare him off, and I'm gonna go grab this blue buff because Ramos is actually gonna give it to me for the second time in this game, so pretty good jungling right there. Let's go. So yeah, he's gonna start the blue buff. Here I come. He's gonna use his might. I'm just gonna Rift Walk in and Null Sphere for the kill. Actually, I finished up with a Force Pulse. Gonna go back and grab my Road of Ages, as I said. I don't have enough for my Sword Shoes. I wanna grab Sword Shoes as much as as fast as I can, just so I can get the magic penetration. Because magic penetration really important on Kassadin. Sorc shoes almost a necessity early game. Late game you can trade those for mech threats. Let's see how the farming stats are. So LeBlanc at 82 actually doing a really good job. She's 2-0, so I'm actually 4-0 at this point, but LeBlanc is 2-0, actually doing a really good job. And my farm is a little bit whiffy. I'm at 63. Rice is at 30 and Veigar is at 71. So Veigar is winning, but he's actually been top lane, so I cannot harass him. Ash 87. This Graves has actually the most fun in the game at this point. So yeah. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna try to gank this Rice from this point of view. I don't know why I used my Rift Walk there. Oh, I was actually trying to use my Rift Walk to charge my Force Pulse. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just doing that. Also, as Rift Walk scales off of damage, I mean, scales off of how many times you use it. I'm actually gonna try to go in on this Rice. I have vision on him, so here I come. I'm gonna come up behind him. I think he's gonna run to the bushes on the top. Let's see. No, he's actually gonna go there. I'm gonna slow him with my Force Pulse. He's actually gonna flash, but I have my Rift Walk, so I'm just gonna go back after him. Hit him with a Null Sphere. Let's see if I can hit him with a Null Sphere. There you go. There goes the Null Sphere. He's gonna snare me, but it's not gonna matter because I have my Rift Walk. There goes the Rift Walk. Ash gonna miss with the arrow. I just gonna hit him with another Null Sphere, and I'm just gonna go in and Rift Walk for the kill. Veigar gonna get a stun on that Ash. Gonna get a Dark Mirror out, but it's not gonna turn into anything. Ash is just cutting this guy. I'm just gonna come in. He's gonna flash, but it's not gonna matter. Ash is gonna go back in, but it's not gonna turn into anything. I don't think I can dive with this guy. Maybe when my Ignite comes out of cooldown. Here comes Warwick, so it should be really bad to go for this guy. Oh, he's gonna come in, try to get the ult on the Ash. Ash is gonna come out. I just can jump that song with my Rift Walk, so this is not gonna turn into anything. Ash is gonna throw an exhaust on this guy. I'm gonna get one kill with the Null Sphere on the Veigar. Then I'm gonna go after this Warwick over here. I think I cannot dive him. No, I cannot dive him unless I have my Force Pulse, and I don't have it right now. Warwick just gonna hang out here, and that's not a good idea against a Kassadin. So now I have my Nether Blade, and we can actually go back after him right now. I'm gonna go in, gonna throw the Null Sphere, and I'm gonna reach godlike status with that kill. So really bad play by Warwick to stay there. So yeah, not a good play by the Warwick, but Ash is gonna get this tower right now, I think, or get close to it. Rice is just farming mid, Veigar just clearing his farm. I mean, no, Veigar. Ram is just clearing his jungle, and these guys are just farming over here. So yeah, Kassadin, once he starts to snowball, he's actually pretty retardedly good. I mean, he's actually one of the best champions when he gets a snowball, because he can just one-shot everyone, and with his Rift Walk, it's really hard to get away from him. Very few champs can actually get away from Kassadin. One of those is G. I have a lot of troubles with G because his Highlander ultimate just too fast, especially if he has a Phantom Dance or a Jomus. But still one of the best champions at chasing. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna go back mid. I need to be careful with the Warwick, but I'm actually gonna head off bot and try to get a kill on these guys because I haven't really ganked bot at all. I'm just gonna charge my Rift Walk over there so it does more damage. Let's see if I'm gonna go after these Graves. I'm gonna ping it. Oh, he's actually gonna CB me, so I need to be fast about this. LeBlanc gonna go in. I'm gonna Rift Walk in, gonna use my Null Sphere, is gonna finish that off. Yes, Null Sphere is gonna finish that off. I didn't even use my Force Pulse right there. Veigar teleporting in, but that was too late. Sona was already dead, so I'm 8-0 at this point in the game, and I'm really fed. And when Kassadin is fed, it's really hard to stop him. Here comes Rice. I'm just gonna Rift Walk in. He's gonna snare me. I notice I cannot get out of this. Yeah, I cannot get out of that. I'm gonna get finished off by Veigar. Veigar ult actually gonna finish me off. So that was my first death in the game. Right now I'm 8-1. Pretty good farm. I made a mistake. I should have Rift Walked out of that, but I was too slow to react, and I was already in Veigar's sun once that happened. So yeah, he actually got godlike gold for that. So not that good. I actually gave them 3k gold, which is bleh, but still, it's actually pretty good. Not that big of a deal, if you ask me. Janna is just gonna use her shield on the tower, as she should, to try to protect it a little bit. They're gonna head up for Dragon right now, which is not a safe Dragon at all, especially since Ashe is just pushing this top lane over here. Pushing and pushing and pushing, and once this tower falls, Ashe is gonna be able to just get into the base and try to get this in hip. Meanwhile, these guys, I think they just did Dragon, so they actually managed to get Dragon. Yep, they just did it. So I'm gonna head down here. Gonna try to kill this Graves, but actually LeBlanc is doing a lot of damage to Graves. There goes the heal, there goes the Giant Tornado. LeBlanc actually not getting the kill on the Graves. Jan is actually taking a lot of damage, and she's gonna die using her Enchantment soon to try to throw him away from the tower. LeBlanc in a lot of trouble over here, but here I come. I'm gonna try to clean this up. I'm gonna go after the Sona, I think. I should go after the Sona. LeBlanc gonna go out. Why am I not using my Force Pull? There you go. There goes the Force Pulls. I actually threw an Null Sphere. I'm gonna go after this Sona, and I'm gonna finish up the Sona. I actually played that a little bit badly. I'm gonna go after the Graves now. Actually, no, after the Warwick. I use my Force Pull on the Warwick to try to slow him down if he tries to go after LeBlanc. And we actually traded 1 for 1. Here comes Rise. I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything against us. There comes the... Oh, actually LeBlanc is gonna get the kill with her Q. So actually re-walk it for a little bit of damage. Now I'm gonna finish up this Grave. Let's see. Am I gonna be able to finish up this Grave? No. I actually died a little bit, took a lot of damage from that tower actually, and LeBlanc is actually gonna get a triple kill out of that. So I didn't get any kills, but I gave LeBlanc a triple kill, so that was a 3-for-1. As you can see, Graves, Warwick, and Rise died in the fight. I actually killed Sona before, and Kassadin died, so I died. I actually have my Sword Shoes, I have my Rod of Ages, and I have a Blasting one. I'm gonna turn that into Death Cap as fast as I can, as quick as I can. So I'm actually 9-2-3 in this match, so really good score. Baker coming in here. Gonna try to stun Ash, but he's gonna miss on his stun, so he's gonna go back to farming. Ash should actually be going back right now because Warwick is up at this point in time. So yeah, Ramos just gonna hold off this lane. Actually, he's just gonna head top and try to kill this Baker. So pretty cool jungling. That Ramos hasn't been present in the game that much, but he actually gave me 2 blue buffs, and giving the blue buff to your AP caster if he's fed is actually really important if you wanna win these games. This is actually just a normal game, not a ranked game, so it's not that important to do that. It's just for fun and stuff, but still good that you practice your jungling that way. So yeah, pretty good jungling right there. I'm dominating actually. I'm 9-2. The best score on the team is actually 2-3, so that sucks. We're actually just killing these guys at this point in time. Ramos just gonna come in here, gonna help me push this lane to tower. Gonna try to get this tower next. As you can see, Warwick is over here. Warwick gonna try to head over here with this Rise and try to stop us, and just gonna back out. Remember, I have my Rift Walk. I don't have my Flash, but I have my Rift Walk. And with Rift Walk, I can just get out. I can just jump over walls, and yeah, Rise doesn't have really any chase. So not that I wasn't in that much trouble right there. We're gonna try to get these Graves. So here comes Ramos. Gonna try to taunt him. No, he's gonna miss on the taunt, but now he's gonna get it. Gonna come in here. I'm gonna do a lot of damage with my Force Pulse. Now I'm gonna get this Sona. I'm actually thinking a lot of damage. So I need to go back out. Remember, I still have my Rift Walk, so that's gonna be cool. I think I'm gonna head back in here. Let's see. Am I gonna head back in here? Yes, I'm gonna head back in here. Gonna get a kill with my Force Pulse. Clutch heal from that Janna with her heal, with her summon heal, and we're actually gonna get a quadra kill right there. No one actually got the 4 kills. It was all distributed in our team. I actually got 2 kills. As you can see, I'm 11-2 right now, and that was a really good heal by the Janna. That heal was actually the best play they made right there. Oh, Baker gonna stun LeBlanc, but it's not gonna turn into anything. Let's see, are we gonna be able to dive this guy in tower? It's actually a little bit dangerous. Oh, LeBlanc taking a lot of damage, but not gonna turn into anything. She's just gonna ult, and yeah, that's gonna be game. They're actually gonna surrender at the 20-minute mark. So thank you guys for watching. This has been a game. Ask Kassadin, and I hope you guys enjoyed this game. See you guys in the next match. Peace out.